What's up, guys? My name is Micah, also known as MicDub. You're watching MicDubTV, and I've never made a video like this before. I've wanted to. I haven't allowed myself to do it because I want things to be perfect. But listen, man, when I found out this news, I was like, you know what? We're making a video. We're just going to go ahead and make a video now because this is ridiculous. Fntastic, the studio that created The Day Before, is in fact shutting down. They're going away. Today, we announced the closure of Fntastic Studio. Unfortunately, The Day Before has failed financially, and we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. We invested all our efforts, resources, and man-hours into the development of The Day Before, which was our first huge game. We really wanted to release new patches to reveal the full potential of the game, but unfortunately, we don't have the funding to continue the work. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of The Day Before. There were no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. At the moment, the future of The Day Before and Propnight is unknown, but the servers will remain operational. We apologize if we didn't meet your expectations. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately, we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor. We're grateful to everyone who supported us during these difficult years. It's been a fantastic journey. Okay, not them using the word fantastic. Anyway, over the past 8 years, 2015 opening of the studio, 2017 release of The Wild 8, 2018 release of Dead Dozen, 2018 release of Radiant One, so 2 games in 1 year, 2021, which is the year that they announced The Day Before, released Propnight, 2023 released The Day Before. Yeah, so they're actually shutting down. And they're not just shutting down in general, but this is 4 days after release. 4 days. 4 days after release. I just find it crazy. Like, it's actually insane. And for those of you who have no idea what The Day Before even is, which if you're clicking this video, I'm sure you do, The Day Before was originally marketed as an MMO, an open world survival MMO. When we first saw this trailer back in 2021, it looked like, to me, it looked like The Last of Us, which you'll see like in the UI and just like the interactions, The Division, and like it was supposed to be an MMO. So like we've got everything here. You know, here's the UI. It looks very Last of Us in my opinion. You know, we got a lot of reflections in the street. Like it just looked very okay. Like it looks pretty nice. Like graphically, it looked really good. For 2021, you see the guy going in here. You got like the Christmas decorations. You know, he's walking in. Eventually, we got some players who come in. There's some combat.
Let's check it out. Oh shit. Got company. Could use some help.
Also, if it's third person,
Things are about to get heated.
Over here.
things are about to get heated. Also, hilariously enough, in third person, all these guys, if they were like actual players, would have seen this guy backing up, but you know, I digress. But like it looks very it looks very Last of Us, you know? But despite what we saw in the trailer, the game actually launched a few days ago, December 7th, as pretty much an extraction shooter, even though it was still being marketed as a survival MMO. There's no MMO element to it. It's literally like third-person Tarkov, but with like nothing. In this video from Ruben295, you can see just emptiness. Emptiness all around. Obviously, if you played something like Tarkov, it's very much, I mean, there's plenty of things around, like NPCs, there's stuff to find. Like, yeah, the streets may be empty, but most of the time you're gonna run into somebody, whether it's an NPC or whether it's an actual player. In this game, obviously you have zombies, but even the zombies in this game just weren't even good. You could just run right past them. It's nothing like what we saw. Like if we go back to this first trailer and we look at the end and you see the zombies.
What the?
You know, you got the zombies there, but the whole reason why he was in this building in the first place.
Unnecessary noise for players.
So if you take a look here
The world of
in the original trailer,
4 is teeming with hungry hordes of bloodthirsty.
you got
infected
zombies everywhere.
ready to tear you to
I mean,
pieces.
this is clearly just scripted stuff. You know, you got zombies
That was
chasing.
close. You should have seen this shit.
It seems
but like,
he
man.
dodged a bullet.
So when you transition over to the actual game, what actually came out, you're just running around in the city. Next place, empty. Next place, empty. Next place, empty. You know, you got a little bit of crafting in here, a little bit of trading. Very, very basic stuff. More running, nothing. More running, nothing. Like, and you get it. There's been so many bugs as well that have been well documented. It's just not very good. It's just not very good. And if anything, it's pretty clear to someone like me who, after the second trailer came out, I was like, nah, dude, like this is not going to be good. We started to realize that, oh, this is starting to look like a scam. People started picking apart the trailers and seeing that they use the exact same words as in other trailers, different shots. Like they copied a Call of Duty trailer. It was like, we couldn't believe what we were seeing. So to see that the studio is shutting down 4 days after the release, I can't say I'm surprised. If we head over to SteamDB, we can see right now that the day before has 3,700 players. It peaked 4 days ago. Its all-time peak was 4 days ago with 38,104 players. The 24-hour peak is about 7,500. They've got about 3,700 right now, and it's not going to go back up. Like, it's just not. If you've seen the Steam marketplace or the Steam store or whatever you want to call it, or Steam, overwhelmingly negative, 19% positive reviews. I mean, people are just, product refunded, product refunded, product refunded. Like, okay. You know, it's ridiculous that so many people fell for this game. I'm in disbelief. And the thing that's really gotten to me the most is that streamers that I know, not actually like in real life or anything, but streamers that I've seen like Landmark or Hutch MF or even Clean have been streaming the game. Obviously it's like an extraction shooter now, so that's kind of what they play. But Clean had in his stream title that he actually kind of enjoys the game, and I'm just like, you know, to each their own. But I just don't understand how people can look at the day before and be like, oh yeah, that's not a scam. We totally trust these devs because they've shown you time and time again. I mean, they listed all of these games. They listed all of these games that they completely abandoned. The Wild 8, Dead Doesn't, Radiant 1, Propnight is up, but it's just, it's pretty much Dead by Daylight with different art. The day before was like an amalgamation of so many different games, or at least it was supposed to be, and then it just came out and it's empty, completely empty. And if I'm being honest, I don't think they ever had any intention of actually making this game in the way that we saw in the very first trailer. Like, I don't see it. I think it was always meant to be a scam or a get rich quick scheme. Like the fact that even now when the game is shutting down, they're saying hey, we don't have the money to continue to, make this game because all of the money that we made is going towards paying debts to our partners. That like says it all. For me, it just proves that they literally just launched the game to make as much money as possible and then dip out. Like, I don't know if this has always been the plan. I mean, but for all of the lies that they've shown, or all the lies that they told throughout this whole process, do we really even believe that they're going to pay off partners with that debt? Like, I don't even know if they're in debt. Like, who was backing this game? Who were their partners? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I think they're just going to pocket the money and leave. This is going to be one of the biggest scams in Steam history. And I think a lot of people are going to get their refunds. And I wouldn't be surprised if the day before ends up getting sued. Because if No Man's Sky, a game like No Man's Sky got sued, a studio like Hello Games got sued for apparently misleading audiences, I think it's pretty insane to say that the day before or Fntastic will not get sued. I just see it coming. And for my last point, I just wanted to point out one thing. Quote, "We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into this game." If that was actually true, we would have seen it when the game came out. People wouldn't have found all of the assets that they used in the day before in the Unreal Store, where they had the city, they had the crafting system, they had, I think, even the UI elements in the Unreal Store. Like, we wouldn't have seen any of that show up there. And yeah, sure, plenty of games use pre-made assets from the Unreal Store. But for your entire game to be based around that, and you say you've been working on it for 5 years, blood, sweat, and tears. That was a bar. We actually saw a game a few days ago at the Game Awards that has been worked on for the past 5 years. And you know what that game is? From good old Hello Games, Light No Fire. We saw that game. Sean Murray on stage. Sean Murray, who I admire a lot. And I was a super fan of No Man's Sky before the game came out. And yeah, the game had issues, but a lot of what happened with No Man's Sky is because of Sony pushing Hello Games to take that game to launch before it was ready. And we saw Light No Fire at the Game Awards. It looks phenomenal. The concept of the game is awesome. We know for a fact that No Man's Sky has a track record, or pardon me, Hello Games has a track record of actually like listening to the players and bringing things to the game, free updates. You know, for how many years now? No Man's Sky dropped in 2016. It's been 7 years. And this game, Light No Fire, has been worked on for the past 5 years while they were working on No Man's Sky. Fntastic had no prior history of sticking with games that they've made. They had a history of, abandoning all of their games. So to everybody who thought that they were not going to abandon the day before, who thought that they were, oh man, this game's going to be awesome. We just have to remember going forward, especially for those who haven't learned by now, that you need to trust devs who have a proven track record. That doesn't mean that, you're not going to get good games from devs or studios that haven't made games before. It doesn't mean that studios can't improve and change and be better. But come on, man. Come on. But I do somewhat feel bad for those who wanted to believe in this game or who did believe in this game. And it just makes me upset at the people who made the day before. For them to come out a few days before launch And to say to a person who didn't believe in us, we made this game for you too. We accept any kind of criticism and don't hold a grudge against you. Please forgive us for not doing the best marketing and teasers. We learn something new and improve ourselves every single day. Please don't accuse us of scamming. That's not true. We didn't take a penny from anyone. Please don't accuse us of asset flip. That's not true also. Our team worked day and night for 5 years to make our dream game a reality. Please don't underestimate our work. It wasn't easy. We are like you. We worked hard, and we're incredibly happy that our game will finally see the light of day for everyone to explore. Like, to say those things and to say, don't accuse us of scamming. We didn't take a penny from anyone. Yeah, when you were making the game. But now they're taking a lot of pennies and they're leaving. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I know it wasn't really the most concise video, but this is the first one that I've done of this sort. Usually I'm like, either I'm on stream or I'm making videos that are straight up like, you know, scripted, edited a lot. But if you guys want to see any more of these videos, feel free to let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. If you don't like it, dislike the video. You know, that's fine. But I will be back with more of my regular sort of videos very soon. And if you guys want to see more news videos, just let me know. As I always say, my name is Micah. You can call me Mike Dub. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.